Have I finally found the perfect dessert, which is easy to make, tastes great, loaded with protein and fiber, prebiotics, probiotics, beta-glucans, polyphenols, vitamins, and low in calories? Well, I'm going to make one right now so you see how easy it is to make. And then I'm also going to check my blood glucose on that dessert.
When we look at our patients and evaluate them from a nutritional standpoint, almost without exception, we come to the conclusion that they are not getting enough amino acids based on how much protein they're consuming.
So let's get started. And the base is going to be oats. It is a variation of overnight oats, but loaded with all these goodies. So it's Anthony's organic rolled oats, and we need 4 tablespoons. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right. Done with that. As I said, it's going to be loaded with fiber. So here we have some chia seeds for more fiber.
But I think there's ample evidence to support the fact that for most people, ingesting a fair amount of fiber is going to be a good idea.
And 1 tablespoon is just what we need. Then we're going to add a little bit of psyllium husk. And you guessed it, for more fiber. And I usually add about half of the tablespoon, otherwise it gets too thick. Now to the protein.
Surprisingly, the human studies consistently show that collagen supplements reverse the signs of skin aging.
I'm going to add 3 tablespoons of the collagen. It is protein, but also it's very rich in glycine. And glycine is very good for longevity, not just your joints. So the latest buzz. 1, 2, we're going to have 3 tablespoons of collagen. Okay. Now, if you do resistance training, and you should, right? If you want to live to be 100 years old by design, that's why you're here. Resistance training combines very well with creatine.
Stuff now with creatine that they're uncovering that makes me think maybe this should be part of my regular routine actually has less to do with the muscle and more to do with the brain and the cognitive performance.
So we're going to use 1 scoop of the creatine. Here we go. And we're done with the dry parts, so you can just mix it all up. And to make it taste good, I'm going to use this light fit yogurt. It only has 80 calories, 0 fat. And if you want to minimize, it has a little bit of sugar, but if you want to minimize it, you can just get the top and don't get the bottom. And you can maybe use allulose instead, or a drop of monk fruit if you want it really sweet. So I got all the stuff from the top, and there is a little bit of jam left. And you can use it or not use it, up to you. That's why I'm going to use CGM, continuous glucose monitor, to see the results. And we mix it all up. And then add a little bit of water just to almost fill this cup. But I'm going to leave some space for the berries, the real berries. That's, I think, good enough. So we're mixing all that. And what I love to use are some wild blueberries, because they're, I think, better than regular blueberries, and some raspberries. Hold on a second. I actually do have fresh raspberries. I mean, depending what you have, you can always buy frozen ones, they're much cheaper. But if you have fresh one, you can use fresh one. And I'm just going to add those blueberries. Mix it all up. And you can instantly see how wild blueberries make it purple. And you actually do want those polyphenols. And here we come. More fiber and vitamins. Bloop bloop. Bloop bloop. Bloop bloop. Oh, it's going to be so good. I just hope kids won't steal it from me. Sometimes that happens. And we can add a couple drops of monk fruit just for a little more dessertish taste. And this is it. Just put it into the fridge, wait till morning, and I'll see you then. Ta-da! The next morning. And just like that, it's the next morning, and check this out. Oh, nice. That's our 15 grams of fiber, so that's why it's so dense.
Right, so you're saying for most people, it seems like roughly a sweet spot is 25 to 50 grams per serving.
Exactly.
And 30 grams of protein. So let's get some coffee and test it. This is going to be the source of fat. I do my own cashew milk. And that's going to be my breakfast. I usually don't eat like that, but it's going to be an experiment, right? And considering how little calories it has, it's very good volume. Yeah, I mean, it's amazingly well. All right, let's see what my sensor says. Right? Yeah, another warning, sort of disclaimer. I'm currently doing 30-day berberine testing. So I've been taking berberine on a daily basis, just started a couple days ago. So far I've seen no results, but it still might smidge the blood sugar a little bit. Right now I'm at 106, which is actually a little bit higher than usual. I usually around 100 around this time. But we'll see if it stays within a reasonable range in about 40 minutes or so. And if you're interested in berberine, that's going to be my next video. Whew. That was 300 calories. But if you never had that much fiber, I suggest you start maybe with a half cup, because you know it might be hard to digest. But then you gradually get used to it, and you know, the more fiber you have, the better you're going to be. Alright, so I'm going to wait for about 40 minutes and we'll report back about the blood sugar. It has been about 30 minutes after eating that breakfast, and let me show you this. But you know what? I was expecting this spike. It's not horrible, but it's not ideal either. And if you want to live to be 100 years old, by design, you have to keep it under control. But just for that, I have a separate video right here where I go and optimize oatmeal to stay all the way down in the green zone. So, living is smart, aging is bad, and I'll see you there.